Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Holly Golightly, and I'm doing the first of many perfume reviews and recommendations for you. Now, I'm gonna put a poll up because I just discovered polls and I love polls. So go check out the poll and let me know if you're more interested in hearing about niche brands, indie brands, or mainstream brands, or some of everything. Because I know that I tend to talk about fragrances that aren't like trending or bestseller type of scents, and that's mostly because a lot of those fragrances that are really popular just aren't my taste, and it has nothing to do with them. They're not bad fragrances, they just aren't my taste. So if you find yourself enjoying the same sort of fragrances that I've recommended, yeah, let me know what else you'd like to hear about. So anyway, the first scent that I'm recommending or reviewing, today the scent that I'm doing is the Agent Provocateur Eau de Parfum, and I love this perfume. I've talked about it before. I told the whole story about my purse size, my travel spray. It's a great scent. Agent Provocateur is a lingerie brand. They're a luxury lingerie company. I believe they're based out of London or the UK. Despite their name sounding French. They're a high-end brand. They have beautiful pieces of lingerie. They're quite spendy. The fragrances that they've released I have found to be very much on par with their aesthetic, and they're also really nice quality fragrances, as you can see by the price point if you go to purchase a fragrance from Agent Provocateur. The Eau de Parfum, the original, is my favorite, but there are others that are good. But I'm going to tell you a little bit about the Eau de Parfum and then talk a little bit about purchasing and the scent itself. So we'll do that. So this fragrance was released in the year 2000. It was the first fragrance that was released by Agent Provocateur, and it was designed to capture the essence of the brand, which I feel like it does very well. The main accords are woody, rose, musky, warm, spicy, white, floral, and aromatic. And this information is from Fragrantica.com. This information is from Fragrantica.com, which is where I get a lot of my fragrance notes information. But it is their signature fragrance. It's their original. The bottle is beautiful. It's very heavy and weighty in your hand. It feels luxurious. It is not clear, which is a really good thing if you like to leave your perfume out on a tabletop or dresser, because it won't let the light penetrate. So that is really nice. I do know they have made later bottles that are transparent, but this particular one is opaque. Very nice. It has a really lovely kind of shape to it. It just feels sexy. It feels sexy and luxurious. So let me describe to you what Fragrantica.com has to say about it. Agent Provocateur is the signature fragrance of the house. It is a sharp, very intensive, animalistic, and very provocative juice that has become a modern classic, combining Indian saffron, coriander from Russia, combining Indian saffron, coriander from Russia, Egyptian jasmine, and vetiver from Haiti, among other exotic elements. The fragrance is in a wonderfully tactile, precious porcelain bottle with the shape of an egg or a bomb, and it's rosy and innocent, contrasting with the wild and shamelessly erotic scent. The composition starts strong and sharp with a spicy note of saffron, warm floral notes of magnolia, Indian jasmine, and gardenia, blend together with the strong woodsy blend together with the song can't talk. Blend together with a strong woodsy chypre scent. There is a very animalistic amber and musk notes in the base. This perfume was created in the year 2000 by Christian Provenzano. I think that what they're describing is very accurate. To me, when they say modern classic, it does remind me of classic fragrances. To me, this is the best version of scents like, or the best, it's not a version of. To me, this is the best type of sexy, womanly fragrance. If you like scents like Shalimar by Guerlain, Coco, or Chanel No. 5 from Chanel, Poison from Christian Dior, these type of scents really, to me, are classics. They're classic scents, but to me feel a bit dated in their composition, whereas the Agent Provocateur scent has that same classic feel and fragrance, but doesn't feel dated. It doesn't make me feel like I smell like an old lady, is what I'm trying to say. There's no cap. The bottle opens by removing, it's on tight, the little stopper, and then it's just a spray. This goes very far. You do not need, and then you just pop that back on. You don't need much. This is very strong. A lot of people find it overwhelming. If you are sensitive to strong scents, I do not recommend this fragrance for you. But yeah, it has that really animalistic undertone that a lot of like opium, did I say opium already? But opium, YSL opium, Coco, Chanel Coco, or Chanel No. 5 or Chanel No. 19. It's very, not similar, but it's that same kind of fragrance olfactory experience. But this is so much better in my opinion. It's so much better. It's never going to fade until it fades. It starts strong and it stays strong. On me, I get about an 8-hour wear time with this product, longer if it is on clothing, but it's very strong and it can cause discoloration, so I try to keep it on my skin only. It's an Eau de Parfum, and Eau de Parfums, of course, have a higher perfume oil concentrate, and the oil does cause discoloration on some clothes. This scent, if you buy it from Agent Provocateur, is it under accessories? Oh, it smells so good, you guys. It smells so good. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this size, the 100 ml, will set you back $100 if you buy it from Agent Provocateur. And the perfume per spray, which is not the same as the one I have. The one I have was larger, I believe, so I'm not sure the difference in pricing per milliliter, but it is $25 for the per spray. There are other fragrances in this line. There are even other fragrances that come in this shape of bottle. If you prefer something more sweet, the Lace Noir, the Agent Provocateur Lace Noir is recommended. If you prefer something more citrusy fresh, the Agent Provocateur Blue Silk is recommended by me. And if you prefer something that's similar to this, but a little bit more youthful, think like Christian Dior, Miss Dior, or Miss Dior Cherie, or any of those. versus some of their other fragrances, or like Poison and Poison Girl. There is the Miss Agent Provocateur Eau de Parfum as well. You can buy the Agent Provocateur Eau de Parfum gift set, which comes with the 100 milliliter fragrance as well as a body cream for $115 on the Agent Provocateur US website. Now, buying in store is a different beast altogether. I don't know how many Agent Provocateur stores there are in the US. I wonder if I can find out. I'll look here. But I know that the last time that I was in the Agent Provocateur store here in Las Vegas, it didn't have the original EDP. It had Noir and it had Miss Agent Provocateur. So in the States, in the United States, it looks like there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stores, both East and West Coast, nothing in the middle. So you would have to try to kind of either find a site that was selling, reselling, or hopefully somewhere that maybe could get a sample. There's lots of like decanting groups and websites. If you live in the UK or abroad in Europe and in the Far East, looks like China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, there's stores. So that's, if you in any of those locations, definitely, if you're thinking about it, go take a sniff if you can, because it is not for everybody. Just like Chanel No. 5 is not for everybody. What I get when I smell this perfume is very strong, like the saffron and the musk. And then on the dry down, I start smelling more of the jasmine, as well as more of the gardenia. And then once it's fully dried down, which takes about 30 minutes on my skin, I definitely smell the amber, the musk, and the more woody notes like cedar. I think it's cedar wood. So what else to tell you about this fragrance? I told you the price to purchase. If you're interested in purchasing from a discount website, this scent is available on most well-known and respected, trusted websites. I got this bottle from perfume.com. I spent less than $40 on it. I have those links in my previous video, what I got for my birthday video. And so that's kind of where I go for something that I want, but that I'm not quite willing to spend high dollar value on. Of course, the travel size is always a great option, and the price for the travel size is really actually very competitive, so that's really good. If like I said, if you are interested but don't think that this particular scent will be right for you, they do have a huge range of fragrances. They have released 22 fragrances in all through Agent Provocateur, and although not all of them are available on the Agent Provocateur website, most can be found through second-party sites. You can even go to Amazon and eBay if you were desperate, but I wouldn't do that unless I knew already that I was getting the scent that I wanted. But I highly recommend checking it out. It's because people tend to compartmentalize things when it's A brand known for doing one thing starts trying to do something else, it can be a little tricky. For example, when jewelry lines come out with perfumes like Cartier, Tiffany, Van Cleef & Arpels, it's can be a little funny because you're kind of unsure how that's going to create or foster your idea of the brand. So if it doesn't fulfill your preconceived ideas, it really can be harmful or detrimental to the brand, and they have to sort of like swerve that. But there's a few things like lingerie, jewelry, they just lend themselves very well to perfumery. They're very close, private. It's almost as if they're closely kept. Jewelry's on your body, lingerie's on your body, perfume is on your body. To me, it's an accessory. So any type of like high-end accessory perfumes, like I know Louis Vuitton does some now, Tom Ford of course does them. I think Chanel has its high-end line, which are beautiful, by the way. I'm going to do a review on some of those. But things that are close lend themselves to producing items of that similar nature. But when it's something that you don't know that much about or you're not that familiar with, like most people are familiar with Chanel, but unless you already were a customer, you may not be familiar with Agent Provocateur. It is difficult to find information or find people who are sharing information about products from that brand. So my whole point was that the perfumes offered through Agent Provocateur are all very high quality. There's kind of something for everyone. If you're wondering, just go to fragrantica.com and look under Agent Provocateur as the designer, and you'll see all of the scents they've released, and you can go through and read the descriptions one by one. And as I said, almost all of them are available to find on the internet somewhere. Yeah, so there's a lot of great selections. There's a lot that I'm interested in checking out now that I've been able to finally get my hands on the original Eau de Parfum, and I do recommend it, especially, as I said, if you are a fan of classic, strong, feminine scents. It is a very strong feminine scent. I cannot emphasize that enough. Don't expect a lightweight scent that's going to fade after a couple of hours. I don't recommend this for the workplace. I don't recommend this for anywhere you're in close quarters with people who may be sensitive to it. To me, this scent is for nights, or you could potentially wear it all day in the fall and winter months. But again, only if you were going to be not in like the office or anything like that. But this is definitely a nighttime fragrance or a signature scent if somebody is willing to be bold enough to wear it as such. So anyway, that concludes my review on the Agent Provocateur Eau de Parfum. If you have any other questions or anything that I didn't cover, I always forget things and then I think of them later. So if there was something that I didn't cover, let me know in the comments. Share this video if there's someone you think that might like this scent. Like the video, dislike the video if you think that it's a terrible scent or I did a terrible job representing it. Anyway, just let me know, give me some feedback. I will be back in another video very soon. I'm not sure what it will be about, but if you like my content already, it's probably going to be something you'll want to watch. So just hit the bell so you know, and we're going to call it good from there. Thank you so much, and I am excited to talk to you next time. Bye.